Since Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this procedure safely, a warning icon will appear when you should use caution. Many Honda engine repairs will require some disassembly of the product. These are the tools you'll need to fully disassemble and reassemble the engine. Before you begin the procedure, make sure the engine has cooled. We also recommend there be no fuel in the tank. For safety, detach the ignition coil wire from the spark plug to prevent the engine from accidentally starting. To uninstall the air filter housing and carburetor, first depress the retaining tabs to release the air filter cover, and remove the filter. You can now use a 10mm socket to unthread the two mounting bolts, securing the air filter housing and carburetor. Detach the housing from the breather tube to fully remove. To reassemble the filter housing and carburetor, first attach the breather tube to the housing port. Next, insert the mounting bolts. Align the air filter housing gasket, making sure the small hole in the gasket is at the top, near the left mounting bolt. The carburetor should be slid onto the mounting bolts next. Position the air guide, keeping the small hole near the right mounting bolt. Now align the auto choke insulator with the plunger facing outward. Align the insulator gasket, then position the entire assembly on the engine housing and thread the bolts to secure. Reinstall the air filter, making sure the filter's rubber seal is secure in the housing. Insert the cover tabs into the housing slots and snap the cover into place. To uninstall the muffler, use the 10mm socket to unthread the 3 mounting screws, securing the muffler guard. Set the guard aside. Next, use the 10mm socket to unthread the 2 bolts securing the muffler itself. You can install an optional muffler gasket by first inserting the mounting bolts through the muffler if required. Then align the gasket on the bolts. Reinstall the muffler by positioning it on the engine block, then thread the bolts to secure. Complete the installation by realigning the guard over the muffler and threading the 3 mounting screws to secure the guard to the engine block. If you need to replace the oil filler extension tube, first unthread the oil dipstick and set it aside. Use a small flathead screwdriver and a mallet to bend the oil filler tube lock plate retaining tabs outward. You can now unthread the old extension tube. Prepare the new tube for installation by transferring the O-ring from the old tube to the new one, or install a new O-ring. Reposition the lock plate on the engine housing, then thread the extension tube into place, keeping the flat sides of the base aligned with the lock plate tabs. Using channel lock pliers, bend the plate tabs inward to fully secure the tube. With the tube secured, replace the dipstick. To remove the engine cover, use the 10mm socket to unthread the 3 mounting nuts, securing the recoil starter. With the nuts removed, set the starter aside. Use pliers to help release the spring clamps securing the fuel line to the tank port, and detach the line from the tank. You can now lift off the engine cover and fuel tank assembly. If you need to uninstall the flywheel, use a strap wrench to secure the flywheel and a 3/4 inch socket to loosen the flywheel mounting nut. Fully unthread the nut and remove the fan. Depress the bail arm to release the brake from the flywheel, if necessary, and use the clamp to secure. Next, position the 2 flywheel puller indicator marks so you can properly secure the 2 arms of the puller. Use a crescent wrench or an appropriate size socket to rotate the flywheel puller shaft clockwise to apply pressure to the flywheel. Use the mallet to tap the edges of the flywheel to release it. If you need to replace the stop switch wire, detach the clamp securing the bail arm to release the tension on the brake spring. Next, use needle nose pliers to help detach the spring from the engine block. Use the pliers to help release the stop switch wire retainer from the block. Detach the wire from the stop switch. Release it from the brake spring guide and detach the wire from the ignition coil to fully remove. To install the new stop switch wire, feed the end with the side terminal under the ignition coil and attach it to the ignition coil terminal. Feed the wire under the brake spring guide and attach the opposite end to the stop switch terminal. Snap the wire retainer into place and reattach the brake spring to the engine block. To reinstall the flywheel, depress the bail arm and secure it with the clamp, if required. Confirm the flywheel key is intact in the drive shaft. Then realign the flywheel. Continue the reassembly by repositioning the fan and setting the washer on the drive shaft. Rethread the mounting nut. Use the strap wrench to secure the flywheel as you use the torque wrench to torque the nut to manufacturer's specifications. With the nut secured, remove the clamp to release the bail arm if necessary. Now realign the cover and fuel tank assembly on the engine mounting posts. Reinsert the fuel filter into the fuel tank port as you slide the fuel line over the port. Secure the line with the spring clamp. Realign the recoil starter on the mounting posts. Then thread and tighten the nuts. With the reassembly complete, reattach the ignition coil wire to the spark plug, refill the fuel tank, and your engine should be ready for use.